Shiitake mushrooms represent one of the most researched and scientifically validated functional foods we have, and I want to explain why these deserve a prominent place in a Mediterranean-style diet. These aren't just ordinary mushrooms, they're packed with bioactive compounds that have measurable health effects. Let's talk about what makes shiitake special. They contain a polysaccharide called lentinin, which has been extensively studied for its immune-supporting properties. Lentinin appears to enhance the activity of certain immune cells, potentially helping your body defend against infections. Additionally, shiitake contains aritatinine, a compound shown in research to help lower cholesterol levels. This aligns perfectly with the Mediterranean diet's cardiovascular benefits. The B vitamin content in shiitake is impressive, but here's something particularly interesting. When shiitake mushrooms are exposed to sunlight or UV light, they produce vitamin D. This is significant because vitamin D deficiency is widespread, and getting it from food sources is challenging. If you buy dried shiitake and place them gill-side up in sunlight for a few hours before using them, you can dramatically increase their vitamin D content. Now, the umami flavor in shiitake is extraordinary. Umami is that savory, deeply satisfying taste that makes you feel like food is richer and more complete. In the Mediterranean diet context, where we're trying to reduce salt and processed foods, umami becomes incredibly valuable. It provides satisfaction without sodium. When you use shiitake in cooking, you can often reduce or eliminate added salt because the mushrooms provide so much natural flavor. Let me give you practical Mediterranean applications. Use shiitake anywhere you might use porcini mushrooms. Sauté them with olive oil, garlic, and fresh thyme, then pile them on toasted whole grain bread rubbed with garlic for an exceptional bruschetta. The combination of olive oil and mushrooms creates a rich, satisfying flavor that's entirely plant-based. Dried shiitake are particularly useful and actually more flavorful than fresh in many applications. Here's the technique. Soak dried shiitake in warm water for 20 to 30 minutes. Save that soaking liquid because it's liquid gold, packed with flavor and nutrients. Use it as the cooking liquid for risotto, grains, or as a base for soups. The mushrooms themselves can be sliced and added to countless dishes. The meaty texture of shiitake makes them excellent as a meat substitute or extender. If you're trying to reduce meat consumption, shiitake can provide that substantial, satisfying quality that's sometimes missing in vegetarian meals. Grill whole shiitake caps with olive oil, lemon, and rosemary as a side dish, or slice them and add to whole grain pasta with tomatoes and fresh herbs. Here's an important warning. Some people experience a skin reaction to shiitake, particularly when they're undercooked. This is called shiitake dermatitis, and it manifests as a rash. It's uncommon but worth knowing about. Always cook shiitake thoroughly, which also improves digestibility and flavor. One more consideration: shiitake are rich in purines, which break down into uric acid. If you have gout or are prone to high uric acid levels, you should moderate your intake of shiitake and other mushrooms. The positive takeaway is that for most people, shiitake mushrooms are a powerful addition to the Mediterranean diet, providing unique bioactive compounds, exceptional flavor, and the ability to make plant-based meals more satisfying and nutritionally complete.